everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The lion. The lion. New music, so funny. Kirk Cousins.
All right. I am Janae Strother.
I am Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Sean Spencer, one half of that dynamic duo that is Let's Talk Football. And happy Sunday to you. Hallelujah. You know what it is. Let's Talk Football Sunday, baby. Hey, first and foremost,
Sunday.
The guys who I am here with, you see him, Aaron Rodgers guy, biggest fan, Mr. Dylan. Whoa!
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, Merry Christmas there, Dylan. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Mr. Late Night himself, the host of the best late night show on YouTube, host of Big Nate's Talk Podcast, my guy Nathan Snell.
What's going on?
Yeah. I appreciate you putting the shirt on, buddy. Anyways, let's go to my guy, Mr.
Thanks.
Robot, Mr. Frozen Gozen. My guy, Mr.
Take it easy, pal.
Rosario.
How we doing, folks? I hope everybody had a great holiday. I hope Santa was good to all of you.
Wow. Hey,
Yes.
like he said, Merry Christmas, ladies
Santa
and
was good
gentlemen.
to me, so there you go.
Yo, so talk to
Yeah.
us, Nick. I mean,
Merry Christmas.
you do anything special or?
Just luckily I don't have to travel. My family is all here in Chicago. So Friday, spent the day with my dad, my stepmom, and my family there. And then yesterday, here with mom and the girls, my niece, my sister, and my nieces. So always a good time. Everybody was happy. It's always fun when you have children because, they want to open the presents and everybody's all, even the baby got in on the action, started ripping some paper. So we had a good time. So yeah, exactly. It was a really great Christmas. Everybody got some good stuff. I got some good stuff actually. Wasn't expecting, so very nice. I had a good time. How about you gentlemen?
I can dig it. Yeah, I was good. I stayed local. Nate, what did you do?
Well, for me, I stayed local. I cooked a little bit of food, made a dessert.
Yeah,
Got a couple.
There we go.
What you cook?
I cooked macaroni and cheese, and I made a marble cake from a box.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
Marble cake. Look at this guy. Marble cake.
Hey, Thanksgiving and Christmas next year. Going to Nate's house.
We're going to Nate's house. We're going to Baltimore. We're going.
And also, yeah, I got a couple.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, look, come on. I also got a couple gifts. Was unexpected, and I got a belated birthday gift. So
Nice.
it was nice.
There you go.
I can dig it. Man, my man, the youngest reporter in the game. Dylan, how was your Christmas, man?
That was good. Stayed local. All my family came down to us because we go up there up to Pennsylvania for Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Okay.
So yeah, stayed
There you
down.
go.
Ate a lot of food because there was a lot
Let's
of
do it.
family over.
Oh, I can dig it.
And I
Let's do it.
gotta watch the Packers game as well, which is fun. Just to watch
did?
the
I
team
know-
play on Christmas.
I know you enjoyed that. Yo, I can dig it. Yeah, I can dig it, man. Hey, from us to you, man, Merry Christmas. I know it's a day after
Absolutely.
Christmas, but we are so glad, hopefully, that you had a good Christmas and you got everything you wished for, or you just got to be with your family. We know how crazy everything is right now. So we wanted to say that from us to you, Merry Christmas, and let's get into some football, ladies and gentlemen. All right, first and foremost, we've got to talk about that Thursday night football game. The Titans got the W after being down 10-0 to San Francisco in a game that has all sorts of playoff implications here. Nick, I'm going to come to you first. Titans, 49ers. I mean, both teams, one was on the rise, one was kind of What do you think, man?
Big win for the Titans. Desperately needed win, I think, for the Titans and their seeding going forward in the playoffs. Totally was kind of nice to see without Derrick Henry that they were able to at least get some points on the board there and figure out. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Brown went off.
Yeah.
And had a tremendous game at wide receiver. Like
36 and a half fantasy points.
As I said, he had like 30 fantasy points.
They totally found some offense there with Mr. Brown. So, I mean, hey, it's like I said, they just needed to win. It was very important for the Titans to get back on the victory board there. The 49ers, obviously, it always hurts in that crowded NFC, man, with everybody playing each other. And, you know, every win is important. And it just makes you wonder. It does. I'm not going to lie. Like, I know that Garoppolo was the guy and everything, but, like, does anybody else wonder why Trey Lance just stopped playing at all? Like,
yeah.
I question that.
I mean, I totally question
it.
I think it's – well, yeah, that's the thing. I think this year they gave Garoppolo the shot. This is your year to prove it. Because every other situation where they had a quarterback like that coming in, they needed it. You know, you think about New England, you think about the Jets, think about Jags. I think with this, they had a quarterback, and all of us were like, you know, Garoppolo can't stay healthy, but he stayed healthy to his credit. I think they need to give him that shot.
Well, no, I'm not saying they shouldn't, and he started every game. I'm just saying Trey Lance has been zero. Like, you haven't even seen him on a Wildcat. You haven't seen him on anything. And I just wonder why they stopped using him entirely was my thing.
Yeah,
I thought it actually worked when he came in the game. Right, exactly. Yep. And now all of a sudden you haven't seen him in at least 5-6 weeks.
No,
what happened to Trey Lance?
Yeah, I think because was at one point he got injured. Like Garoppolo got injured, so Lance started the one game against Seattle, and then Lance got injured in that game. And then ever since he came back from his injury, they just decided to like not use him.
I guess they put him, but you wonder because like I said, everything counts, man. Every game counts, and every point counts at this point of the season. I just thought kind of weird.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. What's happening? 49ers, I mean, they're still in the thick of it, I guess, but see how this weekend shakes out, man.
Oh yeah, they're still technically the sixth seed in the hunt right now at 8-7. But a lot of other teams, including my team, has been helping them out. So they can afford to get this W. But on the other side, the Tennessee Titans really needed this. Now they're 10-5. We know the Bills play the Patriots, so the Patriots are 9-5. So we know that wins right now are absolutely imperative. They're absolutely super important. Sure. And hey, the Chiefs 10-4, Titans 10-5. So neck and neck, they kept up. And we all know the news that they have said that's coming out. Week 18 potentially can have King Henry back in the lineup.
Yeah.
That's going to be huge. That's going to be huge, especially going into the playoffs.
I think Derrick Henry's going to run for like 800 yards. He's going against Houston in his first game back.
Yes. Let me write that down so I can remember that game.
Prediction.
Derrick Henry runs for 800 yards.
Derrick Henry will have 10 touchdowns.
Let's get it. Yo, we got to move on. Talk about the Christmas game. Definitely shout out to people who are watching us. Let's see who's got. Cat Hughes is here in the comments. Yummy
Merry
food.
Christmas, Cat Honey.
Missed you, Sean Spencer. Yeah. Hello from West Virginia.
Hello, West Virginia.
Wendy, obviously. Haha, my boys won. We know
Wendy. We know. Yeah. Went to the championship game, Wendy. That's when you lose. Don't worry.
Wow. Congrats, Wendy and Dylan. Wow. Okay, Kat, you're out the comments. Here we go. Let's go. Yo, moving on. Like we alluded to earlier, Christmas Day was yesterday. Merry Christmas if you didn't hear us say it before. But best part of Christmas, there were so many games on yesterday. Football, basketball. Football, basketball. I meant sports all around. Yeah, I apologize. But yeah, moving on. Dylan, I'm coming right to you because even though you got the W, it had to take Baker Mayfield throwing 4 interceptions, but I'm not going to talk about that, okay? Because I'm not bitter against the Packers. I'm going to talk about your guy breaking Brett Favre's record, Aaron Rodgers, my friend. Go ahead, Dylan.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers broke, I think, 2 records that game. He had the most touchdowns in franchise history, and then he also had the most touchdown with Devontae Adams. He broke his own record with Jordy Nelson for most touchdown passes for a duo.
Wow. There you go. Okay.
But yeah, Rodgers. It was nice for Rodgers to get it in Lambeau and on Christmas Day. Like, that's a very big day to break a record.
Very true. Very true.
And he had Favre came into the stadium to congratulate him. So he had a lot of.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I bet Favre was bitter on that one.
No, I didn't sense any bitterness.
No.
You might not have seen it on camera. Favre is like, that should be my spot. I would still be playing this day.
I mean, Favre still has an unbreakable Packers record of most interceptions thrown by Packers quarterback.
There you go, and there it is.
See that? See that?
Shade, baby.
He can talk about his guys.
Little Dylan Walsh with the shade. Look at that.
Yo.
I like it. Dude.
Oh my goodness.
I like
Aaron Rodgers making big moves on Christmas. There you go. What's up, Ash? How you doing? Joining the show. And what's up, Thabby? Saying he's good.
Always ready for some football.
Listen,
always ready for some.
Listen, so I do have to say this though. Okay, because we all saw the game. And if you take those 4 interceptions away from Cleveland, that game is very different, I believe. And some of those passes, you know, one of those passes I know, like his guy fell down. I think Landry fell down, and the guy was right there. But a couple of the other those passes, it's kind of like, yo, you take those away. Go ahead.
Well, see, and then what always happened. Go ahead, Dylan.
The Packers had 21 of their 24 points off those interceptions. The only time they didn't get points off the interception is the very last one, where they just took a knee after. Yeah. So if Mayfield doesn't throw those, if Mayfield doesn't throw those, they probably win the game. To be honest, with the Packers only getting 3 points off non-turnovers. But
his insurance premium goes up.
Oh my goodness, just a discount. I mean, that's the thing. Even on that, if I'm not mistaken, that last drive, you know, they get the first down and they're at the 50. You got Chubb in the backfield. They threw it 3 straight times. You got to run the rock, man. I mean, you had a minute, just run the rock.
They were killing us with screen passes the whole game as well. So if you don't even want to run the ball, so screen a Chubb, but screen it to Aaron Johnson. Aaron Johnson went like 30 yards off a 3rd and 10 run.
Yeah. See,
but
and that's going to be an issue.
But what happened at the end of the game, guys? What happened at the end of the game? Real quick.
Favre, this is Christina. Christina said Favre is only bitter about that D pick that he sent. Yes. Now, Christina, we have a youth on the show. I don't know if we can reference D picks. Right,
it took me a second to realize what it was. Then I got it.
Hey, he said donut pick. That's what he meant. All right, Dylan. Donut pick.
Donut pick. Jesus.
Let's go. Yo, Nick, what were you saying?
No, because this is another case, though, like you said, because of what happened before, you let the refs kind of decide this game for you. That was an obvious pass interference call on the last interception there. He grabs the guy, and then when the guy when Baker throws the ball, the guy is
football. It never got there. It never got to that point.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You never let the refs decide the game for you because
also on that play there was OPI. Peoples-Jones extended his arm, so that I think was.
What is that illegal now? He extended his arm. The guy grabbed his jersey. Dylan, come on.
Hey, look. Also, never understand why they just didn't just hand off the ball.
Agreed. I mean, it was working for them, right? They should have.
It was working.
Was working.
That's a question for Kevin Stefanski.
Also, they probably shouldn't even throw it.
Right. That's the coach's thing.
They shouldn't throw. They should have gotten to Landry, if anything, because Landry's got the better hands.
Right.
Landry's got the better route running, and he was getting guarded by Eric Stokes, who's had trouble in coverage all season as a rookie.
But they didn't. But
there it is.
If you took the Browns +7 like I did, you still won. So that's important.
There you go.
I would have taken the Browns. I think I said the Packers by 4, so I would have taken the Browns +7 if I know about.
I definitely picked Cleveland.
Which was on Nick's picks, which you can hear every Tuesday on the Roundtable. All right, I'm done now.
How did Nick's picks for the Buccaneers Saints game go when you made fun of me for taking the Saints by 2 possessions?
Oh, what? Oh,
here we go.
Oh, you want to start now, little man? I see how it is. Okay.
Well, hey, speaking of things that you said a week ago,
Christmas to you too.
Colts beat the Cardinals. Nick, you want to talk about the Colts, bro? Because you talked about them last week.
Well, I did. Well, no, but what did I say though? I said this, and this is on tape. They will go as far as Carson Wentz takes them. Mm-hmm. And he actually played a decent game yesterday. Mm-hmm. Now, the Cardinals, again, I don't know what they're doing. I really don't. Talk about a team that has slid further than anyone, I think, in the last 5-6 games. What is going on in Arizona? I would like to know. Because this team was like 10-2, 10-1, or whatever. Now you're looking at what, 10-5? What are they? 10-5, right?
Have they won a game since Kyler Murray came back?
That's what I'm saying. Like
in their last 8 games, they're 3-5.
Exactly. So this is what I'm talking about, man. Something's going on in Arizona that they need to fix because there's no way you should be losing games like this. Even yesterday's game, they were in it. They had their chances. I mean, it just, and again, Colts got the victory. I told you.
Mm-hmm.
I was wishy-washy on Mr. Wentz. I still am. But I said they will go as far as he takes them. And yesterday, he took them where they needed to be, which was to a victory. So now they're not
the Cardinals losing the game for her boys. Nobody's losing for your guys. Okay, yeah, nobody cares about the Cowboys.
Sorry, Ashley. Right. We're not going to go there. But see now Indianapolis has set themselves up nicely. Depending on what goes this weekend, they're at 9-6 now. So you can't, they're going to stay right in that 4 or 5 range. So
it's interesting tune, man. Because look, they start I've been talking about the Colts since the beginning, man. I told you guys we could go. The Colts are 1-4 to start the season. They had a rough schedule in that opening week, and they have been on a roll. They have done it with Wentz and they've done it without Wentz because it's different. You can have at this time of the year when it gets cold outside, you have that running game and that defense that's very opportunistic. I think they had like 5 guys. Nathan, did we talk about that? They had like 5 guys on the Pro Bowl or something like that?
5 guys, yep.
Yo, this team right here do I think they can go far in the playoffs? Divisional, maybe. I don't think they have it because, like you said, Nick, Wentz is not going to take them to the promised land. You're not going to.
Then they trade for Nick Foles, so then when Wentz gets hurt, they can make it.
Speaking of which,
there it is.
He'll be playing. It said Wentz, not Winter. Yeah, well, yeah. There you go, Tabby. Because in the winter, he is not the greatest. Yeah, but you're absolutely right, man. 7-0 to start for the Cardinals, and then 3-5. In the last 8 games.
What's going on?
They're not. Hey, it's about when you peak. It's about when you're playing well.
The Cardinals always peak in the first half of the season and fade away in the last half. I mean, they did it last year as well. They were like 5-2.
That's what allowed the Bears to make the playoffs because they faded.
Yeah.
But this plays a big factor. Ash said Cardinals' schedule got harder as the season has gone on. And
they played the Lions.
Well, right.
And
they lost that
one.
The Lions.
They lost the Lions.
But that's one game. Are we saying just because they played the Lions, they don't have a rough schedule? They still had a rough schedule. No, they played Green Bay. They lost to.
They played Carolina, who they lost to. But that was without Kyler Murray.
Well, that's when he was out. See, that's the thing. We got to go with Kyler Murray in those games and Kyler Murray out because that month that they were out, it was kind of like.
So who's off?
Kyler Murray was Colt McCoy was 3-1 with Murray out.
That's because Colt McCoy's watching the guys. Like that, Sean. Next man up, you gotta.
When is it? But it's next man up on one side and the next man on another side. Like it can't be either or.
If you're a playoff caliber team, though, you're a playoff caliber team. The quarter injuries are gonna happen. We know that. You guys have to rise above that stuff, and the Cardinals aren't. Is all I'm saying.
I think that's the question, though. I think the question is, are they a playoff caliber team? We know how good they can do during the regular season, but in the playoffs, that's always been. When's the last time the Cardinals made a serious run in the playoffs? So
when they beat the Packers in the divisional round, and they got killed by.
No, you remember that one?
And then they got killed by the Panthers right after. That was that season, Super Bowl 50.
Yeah. Oh wow, that was the.
But yes, I remember Larry Fitzgerald just running all over us in overtime.
There you go. See, there you go.
But I do remember Jeff Janis as well, mossing like Patrick Peterson and I think it was Tyrann Mathieu as well.
Yes,
Jeff Janis.
Yes, Jeff Janis. Let's get it. Yo, we got to go ahead and move on because we have a bunch of 1:00 games. There's about 30 minutes left until the games start. Nathan, I'm going to come to you first. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go to Dylan because I want to go to you for the next game, Nathan. Rams Vikings, Dylan.
So yeah, Rams are definitely heating up. They had a close game against Seattle where talking about missed pass interferences. For the Rams got away with another one. But again, you shouldn't let the game come down to the refs. It was like a 4th and 10. It's very hard to convert that anyway.
Yes.
But
Minnesota's still in the hunt.
Yeah, Minnesota. Who did Minnesota play with? They had a decent week last week, right? Who did they play?
I remember. Minnesota got the.
I didn't watch
Chicago.
They played the
They beat 17-9. Awful game.
Yeah.
That was an awful game.
Horrible to watch.
Yeah.
But divisional game, right? Conference game, divisional game.
The Vikings definitely feel like there's they've peaked since because they lost to the Lions, nearly blew a 29-point lead to Steelers. I mean, again, if Chase Claypool is actually mature, they probably lose that, to be honest.
His
and
ass.
then
I'm
have
glad
an
you talked
ugly
about
game
him.
against the Bears.
I'm glad you talked about it.
Yo,
So-
we have. Go ahead.
So yeah, Vikings are definitely a downfall. The Rams just won back-to-back divisional games, which are very good wins. So I think the Rams win this. To be honest, I think the Rams probably make a good run at the division title now. With the Cardinals slipping as much as they are.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about it,
You
look,
open the door, baby. You open the
Minnesota,
door.
in the 7 games in the 14 games they played, 12 of those games have been a one possession game. Obviously, they have proven as long as they can stick around, we'll see. However, the other side you have Stafford, who I got to shout out my baby, who a year ago said Stafford and the Rams are going to go to the Super Bowl. Mark her words. Stafford is going to finally do it. Guarantee. I love you. That's what's up. But Cooper Kupp. We talked about him before as potentially the MVP or co-MVP this year. He's on track to break 3 important records. I know one of them is Calvin Johnson's yards in the season, touchdowns in the season, and then receptions in the season. Not for Calvin Johnson, just Calvin Johnson's yards. I think Jerry Rice was touchdowns.
No, Randy Moss touchdowns.
Randy Moss
touchdowns.
Right
and then who had the receptions?
Michael Thomas
Michael Thomas
seasons ago.
So he is on pace to break all 3 of those records. And I mean, honestly, I don't know what else you have to do outside of him being the quarterback that's throwing it to himself. Cooper Kupp has showed that he's got the skill. He's 122 catches right now, which is first. Over 1,600 yards, which is first. 14 touchdowns, which is first. He averages 13 yards a reception. Look, that we know about the close games in Minnesota, but you're going to have to stop these guys because they are playing big. And OBJ is there, so we're going to see what happens. He hasn't been doing much, but we're going to see what happens. But look,
he's had a touchdown just about every game he's been in there. So
yeah, Cooper Kupp's not breaking the touchdown record. He needs 3 per game to do it.
Yeah,
does he? Is it that many? Okay,
yeah.
That's not happening. Because it's what, 24 or what's the
23.
23,
Randy Moss. He's at 14 right now.
Yes, he's got 9. Yeah, he's got 3.
Let's see that happen. Yo, I
got 5 today. Watch.
Good happen. Well, let's see. For my parlay, I hope so. Nathan, I'm coming to you on the game that matters the most to you. Sorry, buddy. The Ravens are playing the Bengals. I didn't do this on purpose. I did not. This is not my Christmas gift.
Right.
No, Ravens are playing the Bengals. We know what happened last time, 41-17 Bengals. And now you don't have either of your 2 starters. Nathan, is there hope?
I don't know.
Crying.
I don't know. We signed Josh Johnson, who's been I think this is his.
It's his 13th team, NFL team. 13th NFL team.
Oh my God.
You play for us.
We got a couple guys coming off the COVID list. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know if as many as Josh McCown. Huh?
Josh McCown's less, I think. I think he's 12.
Oh, is that? I thought he was right up there. But yeah.
See, people sleep on Josh Johnson. He gets around. All right.
I mean, he gets around all right.
But now look. So Nathan, Cincinnati's 8-6. You guys are 8-6. The winner of this game obviously will take charge of the division. Now, Pittsburgh is 7-6-1. So it is imperative that you get this W.
I mean, I think we all know that the AFC North is on the line in this game, but the injuries, the COVID list, that's just a compound for not a good game. But I felt like something just tells me to just be positive and that Josh Johnson's going to lead the Ravens to a miraculous victory over the Bengals.
There we go.
I think
can we get
Mark
the RuPaul
Andrews
on that one?
key.
Guarantee.
Right,
look, I'll give him this.
That make me crazy.
Does that make him crazy?
It doesn't make him crazy, but you just because it could happen, of course, but you got to sit there and think that Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase will not let that happen. Now, that's all I'm going to say about that.
We got to
I mean, they have the Bengals have let some kind of big games get away from them.
Yeah.
They played the Chargers.
And this game ended in a tie.
And they get into the tie. I mean, hey, you'd still be in there, and you'd still be above the daggone Steelers.
Yeah. Yeah, Steelers got their hands full. Don't worry. You got to worry about that first.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Nathan.
Oh,
I don't
actually have some sympathy for you. Poor Nathan.
But wait, that's kind of like poor Nathan. Then add the ha-has. Like, wait a minute.
Right.
Yeah, that's okay. We ha-ha when the Cowboys lose to Washington today.
There, get him, Nate, get him. Yeah.
Hey, I hope it wins. I hope it
about
happens.
them
Nate
Cowboys?
sounds exhausted to talk about. Too exhausted to talk about the Ravens. Oh man,
We got about
exhausted. Not the word I use.
And the truest thing ever said. Anything is possible in that division. Even though Cleveland is 7-8, the way things are going, Cleveland can somehow still make.
I kind of feel like Cleveland left the door open for the AFC North after that loss.
But they really did. Yesterday's loss definitely left the door wide open, my friend.
They had a shot. They had a
like
shot.
It's like the AL East of baseball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the American League.
Left it wide open. All right, and then moving on. Are you good, Nathan? I don't want to keep you in this misery.
Oh, the tragedy of it all.
Oh God. Moving on. Got to talk about my guy,
Mr.
Tommy Brady, and he
TB12.
is going to play against Cam Newton and the Panthers. Nick, what do you think, man?
Okay, we all know what happened last week, thanks to Mr. Dylan Walsh bringing it back up. So we all know what's going to happen this week, don't we, boys and girls? Tommy is upset. Tommy's going to come out slinging. Tommy's going to probably put up about 45 on the Panthers because their defense is horrible. So I expect
isn't that bad, actually.
Dude,
bad enough,
the Panthers?
Yeah.
The Panthers would have been number one at one point. They're
Talking
like
about
top tier
playoffs?
defense.
Talking about
Yeah, but
playoffs?
what about injuries? Go ahead, Nick.
No, but I'm just saying, I think these are games where Tom Brady usually, realizes what happened last week. He gets upset and he has a good game.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think, here's the thing, though, in all seriousness, I think people, again, Tom Brady is 44 years old. It's a long season. It's been a long season. He's taken a lot of hits this year. He's shown at times that he is not invincible. And I think this is one of those times where, like you said, the Panthers are playing decent defense. So if they can find a way to get to little Tommy, this will be a close game. I don't think it'll be a blowout. I mean, the line is, they have the Buccaneers at plus 11. I stayed away from that because I didn't quite, I knew they'd come out and play, but I think Carolina can keep it kind of close, maybe within a touchdown or so. But I would still take the Buccaneers, but I don't think, I think Tommy will have a good game, but I think still, again, you can say whatever you want, but it's a long season and Tommy's hurting a little bit. I think, you have to rise above, as they all say. And as you get older, that gets a little harder to do.
Very true.
And that's I think that's why you have games like you had last week. Look frustrated.
Panthers have the 11th best defense right now. So
okay, so
top 10.
They're just outside the top 10. Okay, very good. Yeah. So again, I take Tampa Bay, but again, maybe by a touchdown.
Shout out to Katie Alverson saying Tommy is so mad. Yeah, buddy. And in unrelated news, Tommy didn't seem to be that mad.
Oh man. Oh wow.
Merry Christmas to you. I haven't played in a while.
Let it go, Sean.
There you go. I will not let it go. You guys let go of the movie, the goalpost, and Aaron Rodgers. Why do I always got to let everything go?
You could be watching that again in February if you're not careful, my friend. We keep that video handy.
If I watch it again in February, then hey, more power to him because he's putting every last one of his home. Can't stand it.
They talked about that.
Look, I hope that if he wins again, then he decides I need more of a challenge because then Washington and Detroit are in the picture. If he comes to Washington or Detroit, I'm fine.
If he goes to Detroit,
Yeah, no, that would be the ultimate because there's no way you're winning in Detroit. So if he decides to pull that one, that would be something.
That would be great. Shout out to Katie said, who is the guy in the top left? That's my guy, Mr. Dylan Walsh, Green Bay Packers fan. Loves this guy, Mr. Aaron Rodgers. So, Katie, obviously, you guys will be bumping heads because Katie is Tom Brady's biggest fan.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah,
biggest
buddy.
fan.
Biggest fan. And hey, look, speaking of the team we just speak about, and I'll talk about this. Shout out to my baby girl. The Detroit Lions, who have won 2 games this year, have taken themselves out of that number 1 spot. But maybe not. Maybe not. Hopefully they keep losing. We'll see what happens. But they at 2-11-1 play the Falcons, who are, if I'm not mistaken, they are surprisingly still in the hunt.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, they are, but
technically,
I mean, they're not mathematically eliminated, right?
No, but they're
correct.
still there. They're still there.
they're in the hunt as
mathematically.
much as Washington is, and the reason
Exactly,
being
yeah.
is because Minnesota being 7-7 is just one game ahead of us. Falcons are 6-8, playing the Detroit Lions, who, for all intents and purposes, most of us thought, yeah, this should be a cakewalk. But then we saw what Arizona did a week ago. So, we shall see. Anthony Handy, hopefully you were in the comments. Hey, your Falcons are still in the playoff hunt, man.
Where's your Falcons, man?
What do you
Come
think?
on, Anthony.
What do you think?
Represent Anthony. Come on.
Cordell Patterson will have 3 touchdowns.
The Lions may potentially. Oh, wow.
I hope so because all my running backs are out. Eckler
Right.
and Swift are out.
I can see it. Look, Cordell Patterson, I think, is going to 3 names: Cordell Patterson, Russell Gage, Kyle Pitts. I think all those guys have the potential to go off. But now, Dylan, I was excited about Ahmad St. Brown, and then I heard who was starting. Dylan, who's starting for the Lions?
So, Tim Boyle's starting, and I'm going to pull up
Boyle.
Tim Boyle's stats again. Tim Boyle's college stats are so bad.
What are those stats, Dylan? Right
All right,
Yeah,
in
what
three
you got?
seasons, he played 19 games in these 3 seasons. He has a 48% completion percentage,
only
averaging
48?
4 yards an attempt. 4 yards completion, 2 yards an attempt. Has 1 passing touchdown in 9 games and 13 interceptions.
Awesome.
He's
And you know what?
amazing.
The Lions will win by 20. They'll
I
come
need
out.
a job.
They'll come out and just light it up. Watch, you mean? Just because you said all that.
No, it gets better. He has negative 73 receiving yards.
Oh,
He's been sacked that many times. He tried to run.
Oh,
What's
No,
going
those
on?
are rushing yards. Receiving
Rushing
yards.
yards?
He tried to run?
No, it's
You shouldn't be. He should not be in the NFL.
look, hey, Thabby said it best. Hand it off. All right, just hand
Well,
it off.
DeAndre Swift's not playing.
Who? Swift
Ooh,
isn't
shit.
playing.
I'm gonna pick up
Yeah,
Jamal Williams.
whoever.
It's
Yeah,
that
whoever.
Craig Reynolds
Pick
guy,
up
right?
Jamal
Craig
Williams.
Reynolds? Who's playing? Craig Reynolds?
Reynolds actually been doing pretty solid.
Yeah.
As of late.
Ooh,
Ooh,
That's who you
take it
got.
Reynolds or Jamal
That's-
Williams.
And Jamal Williams? Okay. so
yeah,
That's what he
that's
said.
Kyle
Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts could be the
executive-
first rookie tight. Oh,
Go
sorry.
ahead. No, go ahead.
Kyle Pitts could be the first tight end to have. He's the first to have 800 receiving yards since Jeremy Shockey back in 2002 with the Giants.
There you go.
Oh wow, that's big.
I hope
He
so
said
because
the
he's starting my
Falcons
tight end
aren't-
this week. Damn Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, the Falcons aren't eliminated, but their seat in the elimination station has been confirmed. Look, the Vikings are playing the Rams today. The Vikings have 7 losses. Your Falcons and my Washington football team has 8 losses. The Saints are playing Miami, who's a powerful team. They got 7 losses. Yo, I hate to say this because it goes against all your picks earlier, Anthony, but the Falcons are in this. The Falcons are very much in this. I hate to say it, we're still in this. Because I'm ready to look at some, let's look at draft picks and stuff like that. But
Right.
we're all still in it. It's crazy. We're going to see what happens in the coming days. And I'm going to come back to you, Nathan, Dylan. Sorry about that, Nathan. I'll come to you after this. I'm going to come back to you, Dylan, on this one. Probably the game that has the biggest implications in the AFC, definitely in the AFC East. The Bills, trying to reclaim their spot at the top and stay in the playoffs, are playing the number 2 seed in the playoffs right now. Yeah, 2-seeded Patriots. Patriots at 9-5. Or no, the 3 seed. They're 3-seeded Patriots at the moment. Patriots are 9-5.
Oh yeah,
Dylan,
the Titans technically.
Yeah, because the Titans got the W. Yeah, just look. All right, so what do you think, man?
Was it? So Bills played kickerless Panthers last week. That went pretty well for them. That's all I'm gonna remember from that game is that the Panthers went for like a 4th and like the 18 in the red zone.
Oh yeah. yes. No kicker.
Was it? But Bills before that lost to the Buccaneers, lost to the Patriots, they've lost 3 of their last 5. The only wins to come against the Saints, the Panthers, so they only have NFC wins, I guess. But
So is Zane Gonzalez still playing? Is he playing or is he still out?
Ooh, that's actually good.
Zane
Yeah, I mean
Gonzalez.
they would have signed a kicker though, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay, because I could have tried out for the Panthers as a place kicker.
I'm telling you. I got my
PJ
physical.
Walker out there kicking.
And you saw some of those kicks. Some of those kicks were just like.
They were low. I think PJ Walker was the best one they had. Honestly,
he kicked like a
25 he was a kicker
yard
in
field
college.
goal.
There you go.
But was it Bills Patriots last game? There's 3 pass attempts by the Patriots. I think only 10 by the Bills, and they're a pass-heavy team because of all the wins. So it's a more realistic game with not as much weather conditions, or at least that I've heard about yet.
Right.
So I think the Bills win this because I don't think the Patriots are as good as other people think the Patriots are.
Mm-hmm. This is interesting. And Stevenson's out. Ramondre Stevenson is
Yeah.
out.
Oh, Ramondre's out.
COVID.
Yeah.
COVID.
I think Damian Harris is still questionable.
Oh, let me check because they would have
Yeah, check and see if that is.
Damian Harris is in this week.
Oh, he's
Austin
in.
Eckler is out for
The Chargers.
Yeah.
Chargers.
Yeah.
I know. He's on my
I
fantasy
think
team.
I think the biggest thing, the thing that surprised me the most, and obviously is because the glaring thing that we all think about when we think about Mac Jones is that 3-pass game that he played. But the thing that it kind of surprised me the most, Mac Jones is over 3,000 passing yards. You know,
yes,
he has 18
yeah.
passing touchdowns. I mean, we all
It's
look
a quiet
at
3,000.
I will say though,
Right.
he did stat pad a bit against the Jets when he put up 51.
I mean, those are the games you do that again. That's what you're
Very
supposed
true.
to do, right?
If you
But
play
look,
the Jets
that's
twice a
what you're
year, yeah.
supposed to do.
Add some stats, baby. Add some stats.
They play the Jets twice this year, and then they play the Jaguars next week. He should have like 8,000 passing yards.
That's why
Right.
Vic Fangio was still mad at Baltimore because they tried to pad that stat for Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Stat
Oh,
pack.
get those rushing yards. Yeah.
Get those rushing yards, baby. Fangio threw his headset and had a fit. Right. So there you go.
You all right over there, Nate? You good,
I mean,
man?
Fangio's throwing a lot of fits because he's about to get fired after the season.
Well, that might be true too. So yeah. Good old
Who's
Vic.
getting fired?
Vic Fangio.
Fangio.
Broncos
Oh,
coach.
Vic Fangio. I'm about to say, yeah.
Let's say Mike Zimmer's going to get fired probably.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The problem
I
is they
hope
wouldn't
Matt
get
Nagy.
his
I
biggest
hope Matt
win,
Nagy
If
doesn't
so
get
Zimmer
fired.
makes the playoffs, I don't think he gets fired.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
Zimmerman won't.
Playoffs.
I'm really rooting for Matt Nagy.
But
because,
Zimmer won't make the
that's-
playoffs, so he will be fired.
Yeah, but if Matt Nagy stays with the Bears, that's 2 free wins for the Packers every year. So that's what I'm
There
rooting
you
for.
go. They should fire Zimmer and they should hire Nagy. He can play with Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'll take
Go
it.
ahead, Nag. Show
Philly-
Kirk
Philly-
Cousins your offense. Let's see how that goes.
Hell, I'm gonna go quick. 4 teams. Who do you believe in? Philly, Saints, Washington, or Atlanta? Do you believe in any 4 of those teams?
I think
Philadelphia.
give me
Philly?
Philly
Okay.
or Washington are the 2. I think
As
the
long
highest.
as long as Hurts
Philly-
doesn't throw the ball that much against a good pass
Right.
defense, I think he'll be
Well,
fine.
Jalen Hurts, I think, he stays healthy. They're good. Out of
Oh,
those
yeah.
4, yeah.
And the Saints are starting Ian Book this week.
Ian Book,
It's
baby.
the week.
Notre Dame.
It's the week of the backups, y'all.
Ian Book, baby. No, Mr.
What's
Notre
Ian Book's
Dame.
college stats?
Hey, no,
They're
he
actually
balled.
good.
Now he balled
Yeah,
out
you're
at
right.
Notre Dame.
Oh,
He
Notre
balled out
Dame.
at Notre Dame, man.
You're all
He
the
definitely got it
Astros
done.
are in their name.
Yeah, 8.3 yards attempts, 72 touchdowns, 20 interceptions in his career. That's really he was nice.
Yeah, he can get it done.
Don't sleep on Ian Book, baby. Notre Dame, baby. Notre Dame.
Yeah, he can definitely get it done. So we will
Oh,
definitely
he's-
see how that goes. Go ahead.
He's only behind Brady Quinn in career passing yards for Notre Dame.
Wow.
Brady Quinn.
Hey, good old, whatever happened to good old Brayton? I'm kidding.
He went to the
Didn't he play for-
Browns.
Saturday.
That's
He
what
played for the
happened.
Browns too. Didn't he play for the
Yeah.
Browns too, Mr. Brady?
He played
Quinn?
for a couple teams.
He
Yeah,
got drafted by the Browns. Was supposed to be their future.
yeah.
That's
and
right.
Sucked and went
He
back
was
up with
supposed to be the
Future.
future, man. Future.
He
Browns
was
have
as
got a
much
lot
the
of
future as
future
Johnny
quarterbacks.
Manziel
Come
was.
on.
Yeah.
Johnny
Spurgeon win.
Manziel, Colt
Oh.
McCoy.
Johnny
Spurgeon
Manziel,
wing.
that was-
Oh, Lord.
I love Johnny
You're bringing
football.
that day
Come on.
back.
But look,
Goodness.
all
That
right.
was the
Hold
greatest
on.
3 years in Cleveland football.
It was great. It was great. And I think he got. Did he get picked over time? Wasn't Spurgeon win one of those guys?
Yes,
They
he
got
was.
picked over time.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. Yes.
About that. That just shows you. That just shows you their thing. Look, we're gonna go ahead and move on. Dylan, what are you looking up?
Oh, I was looking at all the Browns quarterbacks that suck. Like Brandon Whedon. I saw
Look,
Johnny
Go back,
Manziel.
go back to
Hold up, Dylan. You might have to be here all day. Just look at them in the 2010s, okay? Because it's probably about 50 since 2000. Like,
didn't
Yeah.
a Hasselbeck play for them too?
which
No.
Hasselbeck?
No,
Didn't one of them? No, none of
Didn't
them.
the
I don't
younger-
think so.
Didn't the younger
No.
Hasselbeck? Okay.
None of the Hasselbecks played for the Browns.
Let's see.
Oh,
I'm trying to remember all the ones from 2010. So you have Mayfield, you had Tyrod Taylor,
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
have Deshaun Kaiser, Cody Kessler, Johnny Manziel, Brian Hoyer. I missed one in between Kessler and Manziel. RG3, that's it.
Yeah.
RG3.
Robert.
Brandon Whedon, the 28-year-old first-round pick.
That's right, Brandon Wheaton, Florida State, right?
No,
Baseball
OSU,
player
Oklahoma
and
State.
football.
Oklahoma State.
Okay.
He threw to Justin
Oh,
Blackman.
I'm
but I
thinking of
remember.
the other guy. I
You think
think
about
about
it. Baker
Winky.
Mayfield's been the
You're
best one of that.
You think about
list.
Winky.
Yeah, Chris.
Oh, thank you. Yes,
Winky, yeah.
Chris Winky, right? Chris.
It wasn't also Matt Leinart was super old, USC lefty.
24, maybe.
Was he?
24, 23.
Oh, here's another one. Derek Anderson.
Yeah.
Derek Anderson wasn't bad. He made a Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
He did make a Pro Bowl. Doesn't mean you're good because you made a Pro Bowl 1 year.
He won a playoff game with the Panthers.
There you go. See,
well, yeah,
you won a playoff game. Come on, Sean. You won a playoff game
for the Panthers. Are we talking about the Browns or the Panthers? Which one are we talking about here? Don't make me do Tofi. I can't even talk right now. Look, we got to move on because Dylan, your brother, is making comments. He's answered questions. He said, and I'm coming. I'm going to answer this question.
Oh, I saw this.
Yeah, thoughts of the Giants reportedly confirming to return Joe Judge and Daniel Jones next season.
I think the Giants are purposely trying to be awful for as long as possible. Is my thing. I think it's what they're trying to do because they drafted running back number 2 overall, which when they needed a quarterback at the time. I mean, they got a quarterback next. They drafted Daniel Jones like super early when he's supposed to be like a mid-first round player, and they had 2 first-round picks that season.
Good news for the rest of the East.
Yeah, they signed Kenny Galladay, who has less receiving touchdowns this season than Andrew Thomas does.
Yeah, what happened to him? He just fell off.
Yeah,
but also
he got hurt. He got hurt, and then he fell off. But Joe Judge is awful. I think Daniel Jones is better than what other people think, but Joe Judge is just so bad. Yeah. He needs to go.
And look, they just like Carolina with Christian McCaffrey, you cannot underestimate the value of having a healthy Saquon Barkley, a healthy number 1 running back. We all know by picking him up most in years prior, picking him up in the first, couple picks of the draft in fantasy. This guy is not healthy.
Saquon hasn't played his full season.
In like 3 years, right?
Very true. And that's what somebody said. Somebody was asking if you should make. I think shout out to my guy Jared Harmon, who was saying they should potentially move on from him. I mean, what you could get for him potentially might be worth.
You'll probably get a couple mid draft picks. You're not going to get anything high.
I was going to say, what are you going to get? A third rounder?
Honestly, but the thing is, I think you could get potentially a late second or an early third, but I also think you can potentially get another player. And the reason why is because we know the injury issues for now, but you can't tell me some of these younger teams, some of these teams that need help, wouldn't take a chance on a Saquon and just say, maybe I'll get Penn State Saquon. Maybe I'll get the first year.
But you can make the same argument for Christian McCaffrey.
Well, yeah, but I mean, think about that. I mean, would you want him on your team?
Well, you know what it is? I think McCaffrey and maybe even Barkley to an extent, because when they came onto their teams, they were such an integral part of the offense. Yeah. They took more hits than anybody else. They had more plays. You know what I'm saying? Like
they were leaned on more.
They've been leaned right. They've been beat up more than probably it. If we looked at the stats, we could probably figure this out. But yeah, I think maybe a change of scenery where they're not the sole featured back or the sole featured offensive player, where they might be able to go to another team and have a very successful career.
Very true.
Without getting hurt every season. You know what I mean?
Right. And then once you get hurt once, it's just like right now we're dealing with the reoccurring type stuff.
It doesn't take much to get hurt again, right?
But Nathan, so we talked about it this game, Giants Eagles, a game that means so much in the wild card and NFC East standings. Eagles are 1 game out. They're tied for the 7th spot with the Saints and with Minnesota. So Nathan, what do you think about this one? Because remember last time the Giants beat Philly 13-7. You know what I mean? Totally shut down. And I think Hurts had like 3 interceptions passing. That's why I say if Hurts is passing well, yes, let's go for him. But if he's not and he's doing like that. So, Nathan, what do you think, man?
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Hey, RuPaul is back.
Wow.
My God.
I can dig it.
I think Jalen Sanders. That's right. I didn't say it right. Jalen Sanders, Jalen Hurts, and Miles Sanders are going to have a big game on the Giants.
Okay, I can dig it. It's necessary.
Oh, is that what you said? I have to agree with you.
Giants are starting Jake Fromm, so
that's right. Jake from State Farm, baby.
Yeah. That's the funniest graphic when he was at Georgia. When Georgia, it was being sponsored by State Farm. So
State Farm, right?
From State Farm.
Jake from State Farm. There he is. He's playing, baby.
That's going to be interesting because, as we've seen, this is his first start. Shout out to Anthony Handy, who says this guy is, was a stud in college. I saw him play. He was pretty solid. But now that we're giving him the opportunity. Eason, another one of those quarterbacks that was in Georgia for a period of time, got the opportunity. Look, hey, you're getting the opportunity. This is your shot, but this is a divisional game. But like you said earlier, Dylan, Colt McCoy for the Cardinals. I mean, he was over in New York a year ago with Alfred Morris and all those guys getting it done. They can win with a backup quarterback, so they can do it, and especially with this divisional type game. But the Eagles are playing for a lot, and now that you hear this whole Joe Judge, Daniel Jones thing coming back next year, I almost believe the Giants are just going to kind of hang it up. You know?
Yeah.
So
the Giants are actually still technically in the playoff race.
Oh God. Are they really? Are they 5-10?
Yeah, they are. They're like the 9th seed.
Not mathematically eliminated.
4-10. They haven't been because I think didn't they beat the Eagles last time?
Yeah, they beat the last time.
So they have tiebreakers over the Eagles and other things. So it's like if they win out and the Washington loses out, Eagles lose out, the Saints lose like 3 games. They have to win like a random game. Another team has to tie.
Yeah, there was some.
Yeah, they're gonna need a miracle. They're gonna need a miracle. Real quick, are the Dolphins a good team, or is the late season surge a result of the paper thin schedule?
I mean, they beat the Ravens. They've beaten good teams. Yeah. I think the Dolphins. Honestly, Dolphins have Saints, Titans, Patriots. I think they win out.
Yep, I think they make the playoffs.
I think they make the playoffs as well.
I know people always talk about schedule, and this is the NFL, boys. I'm just saying. I know there are teams that are bad, but on any given week, it's been proven that anybody can win. You still have to go out there and play the game. Winning 7 games in a row in the NFL is an accomplishment. Yeah. Do not diminish that. That is very hard to do.
Also, it's not like the Dolphins barely beat the bad teams. They blow out them.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, my point is regardless, you win 6-7 games in the NFL, that's an accomplishment. That is something to be celebrated. That is not an easy thing to do for anybody. So I'm just saying, like, Dolphins are proving themselves to be legit. Whether they make it all the way to the end, that's a different story. They're in the hunt, like, we're waiting and seeing on this. But again, I would never, that's a serious accomplishment. And I think.
What was the question?
I don't know.
Is the Dolphins win streak result of a bad schedule?
Right, result of a paper thin schedule. Mr. Walsh's brother asked if that was so.
No, I think I don't think it was a paper thin schedule. I think the Dolphins have just heated up at the right time.
Yeah.
I mean, let's call it what it is. Like we all let's just be honest. Like we sat here, Sean, and we were with Anthony and Dave. We said that Miami could be a potential. They could be a threat in the AFC East. I mean, a paper thin schedule, like.
You know who has a paper thin schedule? Dallas.
The Dallas Cowboys.
That's what you want to talk about, a paper thin schedule. They have a real schedule.
Schedule.
Miami doesn't have any.
Other than Kansas City.
In the AFC.
The most paper thin schedule of all, though, was the Steelers last year. They had the awful NFC East.
Lord.
Well, that's why they went 11-0 and then crashed.
12-0, actually.
They didn't crash. 12-0.
They were exposed. They were exposed for a while last year, and we just came and hit them up at the right time. And they were up. People forget they were up 14-3 in that game. But we had that defensive stand at the goal line where they actually 6 plays that they had a shot to get in. Second half, Alex Smith came and earned his paycheck for last year, got the W, and I still remember that game. That was
Alex Smith.
But yeah, Steelers they lost. Speaking of more backup quarterbacks, the Steelers lost to Brandon Allen with the Bengals last week. Alex Smith. Or last year. Alex Smith. I mean, Baker Mayfield counts as a backup quarterback. They lost to him in the playoffs.
It's rough.
They did.
Schedules definitely play a part into it, but at the same time, if you're running with momentum, if you're sitting here winning game after game and you're starting to build something up, that makes a difference. Then you got to go into each of those games and talk about who was hurt, what was the weather like, what team was playing this, what team, COVID comes into play, injuries come into play. So there's a lot to say about it. But like you said, Nick, Dolphins are on a run. Dolphins are playing good football right now. They're playing it at the right time. And that's what the season is really about. It's when you play good football. That's why you got a lot of these teams like the aforementioned Cardinals. Cardinals started off undefeated, and everybody's like, "Oh my goodness!" And 10, what are they? They were 9-10-1 or something like that, and then they fell off because they played good hot, which is fine. Or early, they played hot early. But as you go into the season, you have to continue to play well. You got to continue to find out what works. That's what the Steelers did do a year ago in the beginning, But then, like you said,
towards the
once
end,
they were kind of exposed. You can't count out the injury. They had Bud Dupree went down for the season.
Bud Dupree.
You had some serious injuries on that team, and they didn't have the running game that they have now. You know what I mean?
So everything Connor went out for the season.
Right. So it was a big difference. But hey, I completely get it. But Nick, I'm going to come to you because we talked about the number 1 draft pick versus number 2 draft pick in a game that I think we all kind of anticipated at one point or another, regardless of records. The Jets are playing the Jaguars.
The Tank Bowl.
All right. I love these games. These are my favorites because you just want to see these guys go out there and just throw the ball around, see who can score more. Like, just, you know what I mean? Like, these are games.
It's like watching a Pee Wee football game.
Well, yeah, I've seen a few Pee Wee football games in my day. Let me tell you, those things are great.
I was referencing them, yeah.
I'm hoping the Jaguars pull out a victory here. I want to see, a nice 300-yard passing game from Mr. Lawrence.
I need James Robinson.
Laviska Shenaulta's not playing, so you get a lot of Robinson. We get a lot of, what's this guy?
Quan Treadwell.
Thank you. I was Treadwell.
First round pick out of Ole Miss by the Vikings.
So you're right. You're going to get a lot of that, hopefully. So I really hope actually the Jaguars have a good day and pull this game out.
Shout out to your dad, Dylan. Steve Walsh saying Jets. Let's go Jets. Get the W. And look, hey, like we mentioned this earlier in the year, this game is, yes, on surface, Jets versus Jaguars. But no, nobody's paying attention to that. Everybody's paying attention to the number 1 pick in the draft, Mr. Generational Talent, Trevor Lawrence. And all the issues he had to deal with Mr. number 2 pick in the draft. BYU's own Zach Wilson.
Mormon Mahomes.
Who I got questions real quick around the board. I'm going to start with you, Dylan. Who has most passing yards? Who has most passing touchdowns?
It's got to be Lawrence because Zach Wilson was hurt.
Is he not playing? Oh, yeah, the game. Yeah,
for the game. Sorry. Was it Trevor Lawrence? I think Trevor Lawrence does. Just because I think Zach Wilson has more interceptions, though. But I think... And more attempts, Zach Wilson. But I think Lawrence has got the running game that the Jets, they kind of have a running game. Michael Carter's been okay. He's averaging like 3 yards a carry, though, so it's not amazing. But I think they have the better running game. Jets are missing Crowder, like the Jags are missing Shenault. I mean, the Jags had a lot of big injuries to start the season. Chark went out for the year. ETN went out for the year.
Yep.
They didn't get Tebow either, so
And Urban Meyer was their coach, so there you go.
Yeah.
They've been they're behind the 8 ball.
They were behind everything. So.
Yeah.
So you got Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, I got Trevor Lawrence, and I got the Jags winning this game.
All right, Nathan, Trevor Lawrence or Zach Wilson, most yards and most touchdowns?
Jets, Jets,
Wow.
Jets.
Mr. Zach.
I'm picking the New York Jets.
All right,
nice.
Look at you.
And you think Zach Wilson gets more touchdowns in passing yards or in the game?
I think it'll be about the same.
Okay. Nick, what do you think?
I'm going with Trevor Lawrence. I want a nice maybe 17-18 for like 27, 29 completions, about 275 on yards, somewhere there, maybe a couple TDs, make it look pretty. Some game like that. 18-19 for 27, 275 and 2 touchdowns.
I can dig it.
Trevor Lawrence.
I say the Jets are going to win the game. I think they have the better all-around team. I think that Lawrence is going to have more passing yards, and I think they're going to tie. I don't think anybody's going to score a touchdown passing.
That would be awesome.
I've seen a lot of.
I thought you were going to say the game is going to tie.
No, right? Hey, that could
That'd be awesome too. That would be awesome too.
Got to shout out Katie. Listen, says I like the talks of Jim Caldwell being coach. That'd be nice, but I don't know if I want him in that dumpster fire. Maybe he can bring it around, but they got a lot of stuff going on.
I can't believe Jim Caldwell got fired though. The Lions went 9-7 and he got fired.
Right.
We didn't get the Lions to a winning record to get you coach of the year.
Exactly. See, so they need to bring him back in the league. I'm going to go on.
It will next year when the coach now when Daniel, what's his name?
Campbell.
Dan Campbell
plays when Campbell next year takes him to the over 500 record watch, he'll be coach of the year next year.
Yeah, and then they'll fire him. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We got to move on real quick. The games are starting right now. I'm going to talk real quick about the Chargers Texans. I told you guys before the game, I think I see this being either a 30-0 or a like 30-27 type game. Justin Herbert, we know what he's doing. Eckler is out. We talked about that. He's out due to COVID. So we got Josh Kelly.
Mike Williams is out.
Mike Williams out too. So we got running back, got Josh Kelly, and we got
Justin Jackson.
Justin Jackson, who I'm starting on fantasy. I need you.
Yes, you got 2 rushing yards already. Let's go.
He did? Let's go.
There it is. 2 rushing yards already. Look at that.
So, I definitely think Chargers need this game. Texans are definitely looking forward towards the future. That's somewhere where I think, I watch out for Texans next year. Maybe I'm going crazy, but watch out for them. They can get them thing together and get rid of this whole Deshaun Watson drama. They might be doing something. But Chargers, I'm all for Chargers. Shout out to you guys. Hope you're going to get this W. All right, quickly, 4:00 games. I'm going to come to each person once, and you're just going to go over the game. Going right below me, you already know what it is. Bears, Seahawks, Nick, go.
Bears by 7.
Nice. Nathan, Steelers, Chiefs.
Chiefs by 21.
By who?
21.
By 21.
Ooh, good gracious. Here we go. And Dylan, Broncos v. Raiders.
Even with Drew Lock, I'm taking Broncos by 4.
Ooh, okay. It could happen. It could happen. And I will talk about this game. And before I talk about this game, you already know what it is. Ash, I hope you're still looking. We still want him. Maybe I'm crazy. Yes, I think I'm crazy, but it's all gravy because we still want him. It's a divisional game, and Nathan Snell seems to think we're going to win this thing.
NFL Network.
So,
RuPaul says it. It must be true.
There you go.
Bengals just got a huge fat catch. They're in the red zone.
Are you serious?
Yes. T. Higgins.
Hey,
let
me know if Burrow gets a touchdown. Let me know if Burrow gets a touchdown. I need Burrow to get a touchdown.
As long as it's not the T. Higgins, I'm good.
All right. Real quick, we talked about this a little bit. We could throw couple minutes on this real quick. Miami, the Monday night game, Miami Dolphins versus the Saints. Nathan, I'm coming to you first. Right now, both teams are in the hunt. We talked about Miami. The Saints have issues, but Ian Book is starting. What do you think about this one, man?
This is a tale of two defenses. Both defenses have been playing great football. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to come down to who's going to move the ball. I think running the ball is going to be more efficiently in this game. I think the Miami Dolphins win by 3.
Yeah. Now, as you make that take, who is your running back in fantasy? Are you starting anybody in this game? Or no, you're starting a tight end. I thought you're starting Gaskin still.
Mike Gesicki.
Oh, okay. I thought you're starting Gaskin still.
I'm starting Waddle.
I got Waddle playing as well.
Jalen Hurts threw an interception already.
Let's go.
Jalen Hurts throws an interception already.
Top tier. Quarterback.
I got
punt by the Jags.
Yes, I just saw that too.
Oh man, here we go.
Red zone, baby. Red zone.
Red zone.
Dylan, real quick. Dolphins Saints. Who you got?
I got Dolphins by 2 possessions this time. Sorry, Saints.
Got you. Nice. And Nick, what you got?
Yeah, no, I by chance and by happenstance in my one league that I'm still in the playoffs, I've got Tua Tagovailoa and Jalen Waddell starting for me. So let's go Dolphins all night, baby.
Miami.
Monday Night Football. Right.
Shout out to Thabby and shout out to Bobby Wills, your Miami Dolphins. We are all in agreement. I think the Dolphins are going to get that W. I think the Saints defense is going to show up, but Tua, Jalen Waddell, and Devontae Parker, who has made a resurgence in the last couple weeks.
Come on lately.
He was injured, so he's just coming back from injury.
Yeah. So I'm glad he's back on the field because I definitely rocked with him the last couple years.
Bengals kicking a field goal. Stalled out.
Yeah, Evan McPherson is coming in for the old 3-point try.
Hopefully he can celebrate his miss again.
Right? Wow.
It's amazing.
Wow,
I love it.
Wow.
I love it.
Wow.
Here we go. Come on. 35-yarder. Oh,
boom.
Call timeout. Baltimore's trying to freeze him already.
I used to kick it with 10 minutes in the first.
They challenged it. There was a red flag on the field. What was a challenge for it?
Yeah, now we're watching the Buffalo game. Who cares about that red flag?
Yeah, all right. Hey, guys, we're going to go ahead and let you go. The games have started. We appreciate you being here with us. I got my guy over here, Mr. Dylan Walsh. Down here over, you know where the hands are going. Nathan Snell, Nicholas Rosario.
Love you guys.
I'm Sean Spencer. We'll see you next time, guys.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The Lions. The Lions. New music, so fine. Kirk Cousins.
All right.